to crank us up. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of...
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's back. Grabs it in the middle. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Gain of 8. Good enough for a first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lovett. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Looking to throw, it's back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
At the 13-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Lovett. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just... drive will start at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Pressure coming. He makes a catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's got his man.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They're going to throw it again. They're trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He'll try the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Steps away. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morgan. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Orji. It's complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 7, Michigan 0.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Orji. Throws to the wideout. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection to pressure. The missed timing.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll try the right side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense or at least prevent a score here late in the 4th. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You see the tight ends of nowadays in football, they're just so athletic and they can do so many different things. And right here, this wasn't one of them that we want to brag about. He had a chance to drag across the field and make a catch, but that thing hit him right in the midst, and he just dropped it.
On the run, it's Edwards. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Quick strike complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lovett. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Discards a man. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they can drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To throw, it's Warren. They're bringing heat. Makes the grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, wants to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, going up top. Looking left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's looking to throw it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely... nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the crowd starting to rise up on this early 3rd and 10. Wants to throw. It's back. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. He gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Pocket starts to collapse. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes are on the move. Quick release on the RPO. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Right down the middle. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got his man in the middle. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Georgia going up tempo. You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage. And I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. They're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play and knowing that he can. But as a defense, you got to be careful doubling him because that means somebody else is wide open.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Etienne. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
Quick handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Lovett. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Beautiful job by the wide receiver because he knew where the first down sticks were and he adjusted his route accordingly.
To the air on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
On second down, looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw him in double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw it into double coverage.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Evans. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
To the air, it's Howard. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. This defense will try to keep everything in front.
This is our last chance.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Moving out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Ibuka. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff cover. Stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Buying some time. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's back. Unloads to the wideout. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Throws to the tight end. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Let's see what they've got on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with him out.
Looking to the big tight end. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Ran through the contact. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's back. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
Power football with the run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Coming after it. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Georgia.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And it might be that last boot through the uprights that sends us to overtime. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
At the 31-yard line. Second down. That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got it in the middle. It's Lovett. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The Bulldogs take the ball first here in overtime. Looking for room. It's Etienne. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Dogs! And they're on top here in overtime.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Georgia 28, Ohio State 21.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Motion from the offense. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. They got it, the 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivered.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense.